Good evening, everyone. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. We're going to be looking right into our monthly. Try to make this one a quick video as I did not trade today. I took today off. Just kind of give myself a little bit of a mental reset. And before we start hopping into the market during probably one of the most uh, that's not the word I want to say, very conflicting area in the market and time in the market where we have a lot going on this week as far as economic data coming out, earnings, and we're right at a very, very tough spot for our monthly time frame, right at our monthly balance high. So once again, I did not trade today, so no trade review in that sense, but we'll go over just the technical analysis of our monthly, daily, or monthly, weekly, daily, and give you destinations for today. So let's get right into it. If you guys do not mind, leave a like down below and we'll get right after it. So monthly, starting the month of May off right by getting near the month of our monthly balance high here at 4208.50, getting near it, taking out last month's high of April, right? We took out last month's high, which shouldn't have been much of an issue because we opened up right near the top of it, as we did close near the top of our balance, or near the top of our range in April anyway. So taking that out was no issue, but we are near the top of our monthly balance. Today we got very, very close and had a hard time getting through the 4200 level and staying above the 4200 level. I would not be surprised if we continue to stay hovering around this area, the 4200 level. Small consolidation until Wednesday, after the Fed makes its rate hike decision. So we are just chopping around right now at the top of this monthly balance high, where the large time framers are starting to either play defense or get ready to stop themselves out if this thing does decide to break out. But right now we are just near the top of our monthly balance. So keeping that in mind. Weekly came out of balance to the upside. As far as our weekly time frame goes, like right last week we came into balance. This week we are attempting to come out of balance to the upside, but once again in the upper range of that monthly balance high. If I pull up my weekly balance destinations here, you can see so far we have attempted to push above that weekly balance, and we may for now have just stretched it, right? Balance high was 4194.75. Today we got up to 4206.25. If we do not make a new high on the week this week, then I will say the weekly has just come back, or has just stretched the balance versus one time framing up. But right now we are attempting to break out of balance. So you either, when you are in a balance, you look to break out of balance and go with it for continuation, or look for lack of continuation and fade it back in, right? So if we do not make a new high on this week and all the economic data does not look favorable, this market could roll back over and revisit the balance low at 4068.75, which was last week's low. So expect to continue to chop around in this 4200 level until we get some more market generated information as well as economic data that could be the catalyst to break this market out to the upside, setting new highs on the year. Let's go in and look at our daily time frame. Oh, zoomed in quite a bit there. Daily, you can see how we've been consolidating inside of our weekly time frame, but on the daily, we began to one time frame up. We have been one time framing up since we broke out of this balance 2 days in a row now. We took out Friday's high and we got above it, but did not find much acceptance above that. So far, we are trying to get above that 4208.50 level. If we can do that, then this market can really, really get running to the upside. But the daily one-time framing up, likelihood of us continuing to one-time frame up is pretty favorable, right? Probability favors that, but I would not be surprised if tomorrow we take out today's low, as it was the second smallest range of the year. And if we do take that out, come back into a 3-day balance prior to the Fed. So let's go and look at our 30-minute profile here, get into the nitty gritty of it. and mark our high and day and get you guys on your way. So far, you can see that we took out the daily high from Friday, but we did not find much acceptance above it. It was a very choppy session, and I'm proud that or not proud, I am happy that I missed most of the commotion, as it did seem very inconsistent and not very committed to a direction. Even though we did take out that high of day and another high day at 41.94.75, we didn't find much continuation or acceptance above the 4200 level. You can see on our profile here, we just kind of chop back and forth. We got up to right near our balance high, our monthly balance high here. You can see I have it marked up here at 4208.50. We got to 4206.25, backed off, and began to roll over. This market was having a hard time pushing up higher above the 4208 or 4200 level, as volume was kind of drying up in the time that we were pushing up, right? We set a new high on the day, and it also just happened to be one of the lowest volumes of the day. So showing that there really wasn't a whole lot of buying volume up here, and they got washed out. Anybody that was buying up here in the highs, they did not get rewarded with a new high on the day. And then once we stopped the one time framing up, this market rolled over and puked it up like it was nothing. So we took out 2 daily highs here, continuing the one time frame up, and we'll mark our daily and our daily low, daily high.